All right, so earlier I tried to make a why men go their own video, and it was gonna be about money. Uh, I might not upload that one because it's trash, but I did come across the thought of where I don't really understand why women try to have a career and a marriage or a relationship that's kind of like that. And my reason is like it's the way I look at the logic and like how money and all that works. See, I look at it as when you go male or female, you go out, you get resources, which is earning money, and to me, you're a provider whether you're by yourself or with the family. And women don't respect the dude as much when they have their own. And it's like example. Well, first of all, to say that when one thing is women like to their idea is when they earn a decent portion of the income, even if it's not even half or most, but they earn a decent amount of the income in the house, you'll see how they'll speak in terms of the income being separate. Whereas if a woman is a stay-at-home mom, the income is ours. I hear them speak like this all the time, whether it's on social media or in real life. And an example to compare that, let's say a man and a woman, let's say they both make 50K, right? And let's throw a kid in there. So that's 100 grand coming into the house, and you have two adults and one child, so it should go pretty far. So let's say the woman says, because that's face fact, collectively you like to spend more money than men. Regardless, men spend most of their money trying to get women. So let's be honest, y'all spend more money than men. It is what it is. So let's say, the woman wants to go get, she wants to upgrade a car. And she's like, I want this one. I don't want no cheap this, cheap. You want the brand name that you desire. Even though you're in a relationship that's either a marriage or something like it, if the guy says, nah, don't take on that car note, wait this amount of time, wait that amount of time, there's a lot of women that will look at that and go, the fuck you, like, my income will cover this. So why are you going to tell me that I can't? So she'll still disregard that and go and get the car. Now, if let's say if shit hits the fan, which it usually does, financially it does, you run into some sort of problem, whether it's major or minor, shit it usually hits the fan financially at some point. You would look at him like he was just the most disgusting person in the world if he didn't jump in and at least contribute to fixing the problem, if not fix it himself. So you'll disregard in that scenario, which he says don't do it, but yet now he's totally obligated to help with the finances, and even though he had no control over it when you wanted to make your decision. And it's like, so when you are either you're female or male, and you can't live the exact same way, single and independent, as you will with the family, obviously. But that's not the case. That's not the expectation for women. It's, I live a certain lifestyle, and I've said this in the prior video, where the woman blatantly, just said that, you got to take over my expenses. But then when they come into a family, now the guy has to think financially, okay, this is how this is going to work, and I have to put them first. But then the woman still gets to just live as if she's, a 15-year-old or something on summer vacation, living off, the little money she got from a little job or something. Like, when you were together, your finances have to be together, but that's not how a lot of women want it to work. And I personally think that if you are a woman and you are engaging in a marriage or something of that caliber, you probably shouldn't try to mix being a wife and a career person together. Just my opinion. And because from what I can see, it just doesn't work. Not for the large part. Obviously, there's some people who can, but for the most part, it just doesn't work. Because you tend to value, and I think more women should admit this, because as long as you admit it and you live your life accordingly, there's nothing wrong with it. But I really think that women who do should admit that they value material things over family and live their life in that way. I mean, you should just stay single and have whatever guy is and not combine lives in that matter. That's just how I see it. If you can do it, okay, great, but chances are you can't. I mean, look at the amount of people who can stay together when this is their dynamic. When this is the situation, your chances of having problems, big disagreements over nothing, they it kind of it makes you less likely to even. It just invites more drama to the situation, to the marriage, and again, I guess I'll sign off because I'm repeating myself, but I really don't think women should try to mix having a family and career. Call me chauvinistic, whatever. That's how I feel.